Let's talk about liberation and mathematics. President Donald Trump announced that tomorrow, April 2nd, is going to be the Liberation Day for the United States. Now, what he means by that is he's going to impose a 20% tariff on all foreign goods coming into the country for the purpose of producing more goods in the United States and spurring the American economy. But what it's also going to do is it's going to raise $6 trillion a year in tariffs to be revenue for the government to operate.
Anytime I hear conservatives say, let's talk about math, I know it's just going to be a laugh riot. It always is. Because now we are to believe that we are somehow going to raise $6 trillion a year in revenue from tariffs on imports, even though the total value of all the imports we import every year is only $3.5 trillion. Yeah. Excuse me, sir. It's not a 200% tariff. It's a 20% tariff. Yeah, 20% of $3.5 trillion. And as you state, we're going to do away with the income tax with tariffs. The problem is the tariffs, at best, will only raise about $700 billion in revenue, not the $6 trillion. And $700 billion won't replace neither the $2.6 trillion in income taxes nor the $2.2 trillion in payroll taxes. That's $4.8 trillion. I don't know if you know this, but that's more than $700 billion, right? So if I could possibly show you, this up here is $4.8 trillion and this down here is $700 billion, and this needs to come up here for that to work. But that's not a thing because gravity exists, right? Yes. And what you have been sold as Liberation Day is actually the largest tax increase in the United States since, I think, 1993. So what is that, like 32 years? Largest tax increase in 32 years, and you're calling it Liberation Day? Because for the 11,000th time, a tariff is a tax increase. You pay that. You pay that. And the average household in the United States is going to see an increase in cost of living of about $5,000 a year due to these tariffs. $5,000 a year. I mean, it's basically a $5,000 a year tax increase. And you're calling this Liberation Day? Oh, and let's not forget that the last time we did this, it literally led to the Great Depression. Yeah, let's just pretend that never happened. And not saying it's going to happen, but typically we learn from history, but apparently we know our history about as well as we know math. Thanks.